Good morning. I'm Melissa Blosser, your Public Information Officer. For most of us, understanding government, public money, and complex budgets can be difficult. As the county's Public Information Officer, I often find it difficult to understand myself. Manage the County's Checkbook is a way for you to learn about local government and engage in the process of how public money is spent. Manage the County's Checkbook allows the public to distribute a fictitious $500 to 6 community results, chosen by the county to provide to the community. These priorities consist of safe community, economic vitality, financial stability, infrastructure, natural environment, cultural heritage and quality of life, and organizational sustainability. For a visual breakdown of each priority, check out our priority videos on our YouTube channel. Many of us share a love for where we live. It is why we choose to work, play, and do business here in Douglas County. Douglas County is granting you a golden opportunity to exercise one of your oldest rights, the right to vote. Vote on where public money should be spent and what is important to you. I'm Melissa Blosser, and I hope you stay with us for Inside Douglas County, where we interview some of our finance team members and talk about Manage the County's Checkbook. Good morning. I'm Melissa Blosser, your Public Information Officer for Douglas County. And today on Inside Douglas County, we're going to be talking about Manage the County's Checkbook. It's an exercise that we have running currently right now. And today with me I have Marcy Shirky and Gohar Barsagian, one of our new employees, here from the Finance Department. And they're going to go over the exercise with us and talk a little bit about that today. So, Marcy, my first question for you is, tell me why this exercise is important to our organization and to the Finance Department.
Well, it's important because it gives us an idea of what the public's priorities are, and it helps us know how to allocate our limited resources in order to best serve the community. Also, the Board of County Commissioners really supports this exercise, and they value and appreciate all of the information that they receive. And it gives us a chance to get out there and interact with the public.
Great. So Gohar, tell me a little bit about how you plan to get out there and help facilitate and engage people during this exercise. You're really going to get out there and start talking to people, correct?
Right. Actually, Marcy and I have planned to go to the Senior Center on Thursday, December 10th and Monday, December 14th. We'll be there from 10 to noon, and we'll have computers set up so the public can go ahead and complete the exercise on site, and we'll be there to guide them through it and answer any questions they may have. We'll also be at the Tahoe Transportation Center where the commissioners meet on Thursday, December 17th. We'll be there before the board meeting to answer questions, kind of do one-on-one for anybody who wants any more specific details. And we'll have informational flyers posted at all the public locations, such as the libraries and the community buildings and things of that nature. So we'll be out there and we'll be answering questions. The information will be out there.
Great. Yeah, and I think most of our staff, we could say too, at the library and our public counters are more than happy to help people and lead them through that exercise. Especially our library has been great in the past, and there's computers on site there. So that's really great that you guys are doing that and that one-on-one contact. Excellent. Okay, so Marcy, tell me a little bit about how people responded last year when you were interacting with them about this. I know you spent a lot of time last year at board meetings and various other locations talking to people. So what kind of interactions did you get with folks?
Yeah, in general, the reaction was very positive. People seemed very interested and had a lot of questions for me. It was really nice to get out there. I had a booth set up at the library during Flood Awareness Week. And that was a really great opportunity. I had a lot of interest there, a lot of great questions. Probably the most rewarding experience for me was when I went to the new Community and Senior Center. I was able to go during the senior lunch hour and work one-on-one with our senior citizens. I had a computer set up there. They could go through the exercise, with me, and it was very positive. The seniors were very appreciative that we were there to involve them. It was really a positive experience. And then I was also, as you said, at the board meetings, a couple of the board meetings to answer questions and hand out flyers. So in general, it was very positive. I feel like I got a really good response, which is why we're doing it again this year.
Great. Yeah, I know reading through some of the feedback we got, we got a few comments about the exercise and it being maybe a little bit challenging here and there. But I'd say we got some really positive feedback on, the public wanting us to, or how the public engaged us and how they participated in the exercise. So great
Definitely.
job. Yeah. Okay, so Gohar, why is it important for the public to on that topic? Why is it, do you think, important for the public to engage in this? What makes this important to them?
Well, Manage the County's Checkbook is a great way for the community to become familiar with the county's priorities, and it's just a fun, interactive way for the community to be able to, get back to us and see what services come back to them as citizens of the Douglas County. And it's just a fast way for you to show the board what your priorities are, and all this information will be presented to the board when considering next year's fiscal budget. So it's just a fun way to let us know what you like and find out what comes back to you as a citizen, what's available out there. So it's a good exercise.
Yeah, it does provide a really good a channel, what have you, for them to just give their opinion. And I know sometimes coming to a board meeting or any public meeting can be intimidating, and the great thing about this is you can just sit at your computer and do it in the privacy of your own home or on your phone or any electronic device, because I know sometimes getting up in front of everybody can be a little bit intimidating. So okay, so Marcy, what do you guys do with the results once they're collected and published? Tell me a little bit about that process.
Sure. The results are analyzed and they're presented to the board. We put together a presentation. User comments are also a part of that presentation to the board. The community priorities are ranked based on the outcome of the exercise. They're compared to prior years' outcomes so that we can see if there have been any changes in what the community's priorities are. The Board of County Commissioners, as Gohar mentioned, will consider the results when developing the fiscal year 16-17 budget. And as I mentioned before, the board really supports this and really enjoys receiving the information. They truly value it.
Absolutely. Okay, great. So also, Marcy, I'm going to ask you, we've had some issues in the past with users being reluctant to register, and we did see some of that on the feedback that we received. So this year, we kind of changed that process. So tell me a little bit, does the user actually have to register now, or how can they go about doing that without registering?
Well, the user definitely does not have to register. It is completely up to each individual. It is encouraged. And the reason for that is because registering enables us to pull useful information that we can incorporate into our presentation to the board, such as community priorities based on geographical area. The board, the type details like that are really helpful to the board. Also, registration helps keep the integrity of the process by tracking submissions in order to prevent duplication. But if you prefer not to register, that's completely acceptable and understandable.
Great.
And either way, you'll go to the topic on Douglas County's website, and once you have completed, you do the exercise first. And once you have completed your allocations and you click through to the next screen, you have two options. You can choose yes to register or no to not register, and in that case, you'd be done. If you choose yes to register, you can register with or without your name being public. And if you choose yes, you then would just follow the registration process on the next screen. Whatever you choose to do, your opinion and comments are valuable, and so we appreciate your participation either way.
Well, it's nice that you guys listen to some of that feedback, and I know people, they do have privacy things, so it's, nice to have the option to register or not, and let the public know why we do that, or why we were having that registration and what it was used for. So, thank you. Okay, so Gohar, you're new to Douglas County. Welcome. You are new, but you've been here for a couple weeks now, right?
Right.
Right. So, as you're going to be part of this for the very first time, so what are you looking forward to, and what are you going to, maybe add something different? What are you going to talk to the public about? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I'm actually looking forward to reading a lot of the statements and the feedbacks that the public gives us, because being new to the community and the area, I'm excited to know not only what needs improvement, but also what the county and the citizens like and want to be maintained. So that's going to be kind of like my main fun, interesting thing that I want to learn. And we actually have a new priority that we set up. It's going to be the organizational sustainability. So I'm curious to see how the feedback is going to be on that topic. And it's just including providing good customer service to the community, making sure that we have an optimal workforce for the staff, and making sure that the organization runs efficiently. So having a new priority, I'm going to be very interested to see what the public has to say regarding that.
So it's nice to have you because we have all this new
Right.
energy, and you bring a new light to the exercise. So thank you very much. So do you guys have anything else that we didn't cover that you want to add or talk about before we close at all?
I really just want to encourage participation. Your voice really does matter. It's heard. So we really hope that you take the time to complete this exercise.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm Melissa Blosser from Inside Douglas County and signing off.